And tensions remain high at Columbia University, where pro-Palestinian students remain camped out on one of the university's main lawns.
Yeah, outside campus gates, protests continued for a 6th straight day. Big 7's Katie Corrado joins us from the studio here with more of what's unfolding. Katie.
Corey, Arony, protests continued again today, both off and on Columbia's campus. The university switched to remote learning today for safety reasons, and all students now had to show IDs to get through campus gates. NYPD officers in riot gear at the ready outside Columbia University, where tensions remain high.
I just got punched in the face.
Yosef Chabad believes he's a victim of that tension boiling over. The Arab-Israeli activist and journalist was reportedly pushed and punched Thursday when arriving at Columbia to give a guest lecture on the conflict.
They literally circled me. Someone from behind just pushed me very aggressively. The second I turned, took barely one step forward, and I got punched in the face.
Last Thursday, Columbia University called in the NYPD to arrest more than 100 students who set up tents on campus, calling for a ceasefire. Some Columbia faculty walked out Monday morning in a show of solidarity with those students.
We condemn, in the strongest possible terms, the administration's suspension of students engaged in peaceful protest and their arrest by the New York City Police Department.
Outside campus gates, protests continued.
I decided to come out today just in solidarity with the students who are really putting themselves on the line.
Among the protesters were a handful that came out in support of Israel.
I'm Israeli. I served in the IDF. I moved here about 2.5 years ago. These people are talking about me and my family. What they're talking about is killing and or deporting my family from the place they've been at for about 100 years now.
And the NYPD says that there are no credible threats to any groups or
My family from the place they've been at for about 100 years now.
And the NYPD says that there are no credible threats to any groups or individuals as the Passover holiday begins. The NYPD is advising students, though, if they feel unsafe to exit campus on designated safe corridors where officers are stationed.
Now, Katie, I understand that there were some politicians that attended today's protest. Did they give any indication to what they were hoping their presence would accomplish?
Well, there were sort of dueling protests that went on, or dueling visits today from both Republicans and from Democrats. So New York Representatives Dan Goldman and New Jersey Representative Josh Gottheimer, both of whom were Democrats, were among those who came. They toured the campus today. Afterwards, they held a press conference calling for stronger action to protect Jewish students on campus. Republican state representatives, including Mike Lawler and Anthony D'Esposito, they also held a protest surrounded by pro-Israeli demonstrators. So a very, very busy day at Columbia.
All right, Katie, thank you.
Well, authorities are also cracking down